All right, Buffs Nation, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have had a wonderful day. Didn't expect to do a show today, but hey, we got some great things to celebrate, some things to be thankful for. Tremaine Young in the building. Y'all be sure to smash that like. Let me know who's watching in the comments. How pumped are you? How pumped are you for Kamron Mikell, another two-way player? Another two-way player coming out of the state of Georgia. Nick Williams, you are worth your weight in gold. Buffs Nation, EAD, everybody. We got to make sure that Prime's locked up. We got to make sure that Nick Williams is locked up long term. We got to make sure that we're expanding the assistant salary pool. We got to keep these guys here. Can't wait to see what's on the horizon. A lot to be thankful for. Again, everybody, thank you for jumping in here. I mean, were you pumped about this? Did you watch this on Instagram? I did. I did right before I went to go eat my Thanksgiving dinner. Why we call it dinner when it's always lunch? But anyways, great day. Rawhide, I saw that you texted me as well. Thank you so much. Wonderful birthday, wonderful Thanksgiving. Still getting back to all the text messages. Appreciate you guys as always. But man, I love this. I love this. This is just the beginning. And credit to Rod the Man Media, one of my guys. I mean, he's been saying the names are coming, right? And you saw the 5430 Foundation tweet out maybe an hour before Mikell's announcement, with just like a little emoji, like, up to something, what's going on. Oh, man. So cool to see him FaceTime Coach Prime. And this is a big deal. We're getting a guy who's almost a top 100 rated player. Definitely top 100 player, top 100 rated player from the David Talks Buffs recruiting, analysis, whatever. But man, this is a big time athlete, has some great size. I believe he's going to play both ways for us. And I'll get to your guys, comments here in a bit. But let's get started. Let's check out some of the highlights. Let's check out, what this guy is all about, right? Let's celebrate here. So, going to go ahead and share my screen. And then I'll get to your comments. Guys, by the way, as I'm pulling this up, if you want to be part of the official The Fellas, my membership group, 499, I got some dope emojis, Colorado emojis for you guys to use in the chat. Just another way to support the channel. If you guys want to do that instead of super chats, it's all good. But anyways, Kamron Mikell, cousin of edge linebacker Amontre Bradford, who's coming over here from Statesboro, Georgia as well. They are teammates. They are cousins. 6'1", 181. I mean, 94 rating. That's wonderful. On the composite, almost a 95. Number 4 athlete. Number 14th player in the country. Oh, composite. He's 104, but I mean, he's a top 100 player, top 80 player here by 24/7 Sports. And this is a big deal. He could have gone to Georgia, but he's coming. Nick Williams, man, you are worth your weight in gold. And I'm just going to read you his scouting report before we get into the highlights, okay? Come on, get out of there, ad. From Andrew Ivins. A wiry two-way athlete with top-flight speed markers, clocked one of the fastest 40-yard dash times at the 2023 National Combine and is a 3-time state qualifier in the 100-meter dash, having placed third in Georgia's 6A meet as a sophomore with a personal best 10.5 in spikes. Good Lord. Has lined up at quarterback, wide receiver, and running back on Friday nights. And found success in those roles, but is viewed by a lot of schools as a defensive back at the next level, displays excellent short area quickness, and is an overall fluid mover with obvious burst. Does a nice job of keeping his eye on the quarterback while working at cornerback as he feels out routes and fights for positioning. Willing to make a tackle in space, but improved technique will likely make it easier to get much larger ball carries to the ground. A threat to score any time the football finds his hands as the strings cuts together and does his best to take away angles from defenders. Should be viewed as a perimeter playmaker that can impact games in a variety of ways. Could very well emerge as a slot receiver on Saturdays. That offensive coordinators favor on swing passes and jet sweeps, but a longer frame that's over 6 foot might be more valued in the secondary at the program of his choice NFL upside. And man, he's going to play both ways here, right? I love it. We have a guy who's 6'1" playing slot. We got Amari Miller. We got Travis Hunter next year. This is going to get interesting, you know? All right. Now let's get to the highlights. I think he put out his 2023 highlight tape just a little bit ago. And let's watch this. Guys, this is the first time that I've watched anything from Kamron Mikell, so this is going to be a first-time reaction. Statesboro, number 1. See how this goes. Okay, so we got him lining up at edge and getting through that offensive line rather quickly. Let me just start this over. For some reason, man, this thing ain't loading. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong spot. I think they had the wrong arrow pointed to him, but man, takes that. That's a really nice play. Good Lord. Man, yeah, when they talk about that speed, man, I love it. I love it. Again, we haven't had speed on team like this in a very long time. Obviously, we're a much faster team this year than we were, but we're only going to. Good Lord, that jump cut was real smooth, and one cut and go. Sorry, I guess that first play he was at quarterback. He's looking at the wrong thing. Apologies, everybody. Oh, nice little fake. Showing great vision here. Set up this run, understanding angles where his blockers are at. I mean, he makes this look easy. All right. Oh, nice little trickery. He can throw the ball downfield. Hey, that's nice. It wasn't the best thrown ball, but he got it there. That's what's most important. Okay. Now he's taking a post route over the middle. Definitely reminds me of Aaron Butler with just his speed and playmaking ability. Having both of those guys as long-term pieces in this wide receiver group is going to be absolutely huge. Oh, very nice throw, lefty. Okay, didn't notice that the first time. But yeah, I see why he's classified as an athlete. You can do pretty much, a little bit of everything, which is great. I would love to see him on defense. I wonder if we'll get any highlights of him on defense in this. I don't really know, but I caught his Instagram live, and he was talking about how he wanted to play wide receiver. So we can expect him to be utilized in that role coming to CU. We'll see about the DB stuff, but I would assume you'll have a guy like that playing both ways if that's what he wants. Okay. So that's a first look. That's exciting stuff. Let me go ahead. But y'all let me know in the comments what you like about Cam Mikell. I got to make sure that I pronounce his name right. Oh, wait. Did I just miss this? Junior film. O and D. So we're going to watch this. Then I'll get to your comments. But man, how about those Cowboys, right? Whether you love them or hate them, you got to give them credit. Dak Prescott. I'm a little bit more invested in the Cowboys this year since I got Dak Prescott as my fantasy quarterback, but y'all don't care about any of that. Okay. Whoops. Hold up. Oh, come on now. Guess this is about as good as it's going to get. Okay. And just running past everybody. Fun fact, both him and Aaron Butler, I believe, wore number 1 in high school. But Cormani has first dibs on it. Okay. Man, I love that. Being the guy to chase down the tackle, save a touchdown. See what else he's got here on the defensive end. Nice little coverage there. I want to see him hit. Hey, there we go. Stonewalled that runner. And man, he's slippery. All right, let's see another textbook tackle. Definitely something that we got to improve this into this next year is having or doing a better job wrapping up in open space. But I like that this guy's played different positions. You got to be a heady player, to play 3-4 different positions. I wonder if he had special teams action. We need guys like this on special teams too. Man, I love it. But definitely, yeah, playing quarterback, even if he wasn't playing the most, intricate or leading the most like technically intricate offense or whatever. The fact that you're playing quarterback, you understand what's going on with the defense. You're forced to make reads, and I'm sure that benefits him when he's playing wide receiver as well as defensive back. Kind of like Jawan, not Jawan Mitchell. Come on, Jawan Jenkins. No, Juju. Who committed to LSU. Why am I always forgetting his last name? But obviously, man, the thing that really pops off the tape to me about him is his speed, his burst, just like what we read about before we dove into the highlights. So let's go ahead. I'll take your questions, comments for a little bit. Of course, we got 125 people in here. Good Lord. So hit that like. And if you want to ensure that I read your comment, either send me a super chat or I give people in the membership group a little bit more of a priority when it comes to all that. Thank you so much, Mr. Maurice. Appreciate you. Man, this is just a wonderful birthday gift. And I gotta say this, man. I've seen people in the comments. I've seen people on Twitter. Oh man, what they need offensive linemen. Yeah, no shit. Do you understand how this works? Do you understand how there is no salary cap in college football? But man, do you just want to rely on a bunch of true freshman wide receivers in 2025? What the hell are you thinking? No, we got to build levels to this thing at every position. And the fact that we're getting athletes from Georgia to come out here, man, some of these people are already sounding spoiled and entitled. No. And it's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. We got people still in a bad mood, man. Some people, man, they're never going to be pleased. That is for sure. But appreciate all the birthday wishes, everybody. What a birthday gift. I love it. Look at this, man. He played quarterback, cornerback, running back, wide receiver in high school. Yeah, this guy's the real deal. runs a 10.5, 100-yard. He literally can do it all. Absolutely. No hat, Dave. Yes, I am in need of a haircut, but I can dress a little nice, every now and then. Okay. But I work from home, so normally I'm not. Yes. Now we gotta find him five great blockers. This is where the 5430 foundation comes in. Please make your donation. Um, I still have to post making my donation, but a $54.30 donation. Let's help this NIL collective grow. Uh, you know, we need to offer every freaking lineman out there, every freaking on the defensive and offensive line. We need everybody. I can't wait to see who we bring in as OC and the offensive line coach. But that just like Coach Hayes was saying on my show with Chico yesterday, man. Whoever this offensive line coach is, they better be ready to jaw with Warren Sapp. It's going to be really interesting. Cam and Aaron going to take short gains for touchdowns. Yes, this is serious speed. Serious speed. NB coming in here saying Aaron Butler might decommit. I don't know. Washington and Mizzou pushing. They definitely are. That's not a guarantee. And we know, just like Cormani, flipping from Miami, we know with Travis Hunter, obviously flipping from Florida State to Jackson State, nothing is official till you sign on the dotted line. But I'm hoping we can keep Aaron Butler again. His father seems to be very tight with Prime. They play together on the Baltimore Ravens. Uh, I'm He's a little bit different than Talon. Talon's relationship to this program primarily was Bill O'Boyle. That wasn't the case with Aaron Butler. But Zion saying, don't worry, he's a lock. Hey, Zion seems to have a beat on this. So take his word. Yeah, thanks, Jake Bacon. I missed that he was the QB on that first play. I was so confused. He didn't have the arrow. Bro, you have no idea what you're doing or talking about. Money grab. Hey, man. Well, you're welcome to go watch content from somewhere else, but I love doing this. I've been doing this for fun every day since I started this channel in February, and you're always welcome to tune in. Let's see here. Man, that'd be kind of cool if we saw some Wildcat packages. That's always fun. Throw the defense a little bit different of a look. But hopefully, we're always going to have dynamic quarterbacks behind center. And everything like that should just be used kind of minimally, special occasion type of thing. All right. The man above. Thank you, channel member, part of the fellas. Let's go. Um, throwing those emojis in there, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bodie in the house. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Thanksgiving. I seriously hope next year they rotate the receivers. Yes. And I seriously hope, again, guys, I just thought this offense was going to continue to develop. I was patient. I was patient. I was patient through like the first 6, 7 games. And, at the end of the day, this offense just kind of turned into an 8-play remember the Titans offense, man. And that might have worked 30 years ago. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe we'll get some answers. Why the offense, man, never really developed. But next year, I hope that there's layers to this thing. Most definitely. But, we will see more receivers if we're having more plays on offense, if we're making more first downs, if we're scoring more. And all that is predicated from, making sure that we have a better offensive line performance next year. Thank you. Thank you, MB. It is pronounced Cam Mikell. Mikell. I will get it right. I promise for you guys. I mean, yeah, which is just crazy. We got a lot of speed on this team, and I can't wait to see how all this happens, or how all this develops, rather. Now, Seaton, he's a guy, again, to keep your eyes on. The fact that he's considering us, that's a miracle in itself. Again, Coach Prime, the rest of the recruiting staff, they're doing a phenomenal job. Um, you know, Carl Durrell's son, well, I'm Chandler Durrell, retained on staff in the recruiting department. He's been doing a great job. Credit to him. He's somebody that I want to shout out that I rarely give credit to. Definitely more behind the scenes. But again, guys, I was telling you, do not be freaking out that we're having the 69th rated class right now. Things are going to get better. We don't need to freak out. We will always have a better class under Coach Prime than we ever had under Carl Durrell. And we're recruiting like 50th or so, under Carl Durrell. I wonder what his 40 translates to. Man, your guess is as good as mine. But another lock, I mean, King Joseph Edwards on Twitter. I mean, he is coming. He is coming. So we're talking about defense. King Joseph Edwards. We got Omar White, baby. We got his teammate. I'm going to bring this up right now, just to take you guys through 24/7 Colorado 2024. Well, visits. I'll change this to commits. And let me share my screen before I forget. But yeah, I think he's a lock, and we'll continue to see this the rankings or whatever it is. You know how people are always go away. There we go. People are always freaking out though, man. You got to be patient with this thing. You got to be patient with the rebuild, and this is still a very fast rebuild happening. So, Kamron Mikell, 6'1", 181. Our highest rated guy right now. Another top 100 guy, Aaron Butler, 6 foot. And I assume Mikell is going to join the rest of this class and being here in January, which is a huge deal. Brandon Davis Swain, guy that can kind of play all over, 6'3". Omar White. I mean, these guys could, they could develop into like program cornerstones for us on the defense. I love it. Eric Brantley, too, a guy who can play on the defensive line, a guy who can play edge. Love it. Isaiah Walker, number 2 JUCO tackle, coming out here. That's wonderful. Again, this means nothing if we don't get a coach that can coach these guys up and develop them. Take them from JUCO to, what my hope is that we get some, maybe next year might be a little too, optimistic, but down the line, we start having some of these guys on the offensive line that are getting all conference honors, man. Wouldn't that just be quite a turnaround in 2 years or so? Wouldn't that just be wonderful? So Carl Lewis, another speedy guy coming out here from Venice, Florida. I think Matt H22 pointed out that Coach Prime still follows Charles Lester on Instagram. So that's going to be interesting. He gave Kamron Mikell a follow, or maybe it was Jordan Seaton a follow just recently. So, I mean, all the Twitter sleuths, they're on all this. Again, credit to ScoBuffs22, Matt H. If you're not following him on Twitter for, some of this info, you definitely need to. Now, Danny O'Neill, he's a guy that I expect to flip somewhere else, but I would be thrilled if he still commits to this program. And why do I say that is because his strongest connection to this program is Sean Lewis. Sean Lewis was recruiting him while he was at Kent State. So he's a guy that I feel like is a little up in the air. And I feel like wherever Sean Lewis ends up going and coaching next, my guess is, he'll have some interest and offer for whatever that school is. Amontre Bradford, the cousin of Kamron Mikell, coming over here from Statesboro, same high school, teammates, 6'5". Would come in at like 240 pounds. Love that. And then Michael Welsh, running back that can do a little bit of everything, has great size for a running back. Big size, 5'9", 210. Bigger than a handful of our running backs. Dylan Edwards, Hankerson's one of our, bigger backs, I guess. That'll be returning next year. He's bigger than both of them. I forget where Sy'veon Wilkerson is at. Is he around 200 pounds? I'm trying to remember, but that's what the class looks like right now. Again, I would expect probably 15 to 17. I think it might be a smaller class when it comes to high school guys, but still bringing in another 20, 25 transfers or so. It's going to get interesting, y'all. Okay, back to your comments. Hey, thanks for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. There's a lot to be thankful for. O-line already there. You're bringing in a great point. So often we can forget about Tyler Brown. Amir Ward is on the way. Another guy that I think has great size. 6'4", 310, I want to say. Yeah, and Isaiah Walker, who I just pointed out, that they're coming. And these guys have some serious size. Now let's make sure that this potential, is realized. Man, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Man, this is just amazing. Again, a lot to be thankful for. I love coming on, chatting, chatting with all of you about this pretty much on a daily basis, and just experiencing this along with you guys. Man, with like 3 recruits and 3 transfers for offensive line. Yeah, I saw that we just offered another, I think 3-star 2024 offensive lineman. So that's great. We're still getting that done. It's going to be really interesting to see with how this whole offensive line thing develops. And guys, like Riri Divine. Hopefully, this is the right way to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, or Rear Divine. I don't know. Anyways, Georgia boys are good. I'm from there, and it's big on sports. My dad said high schoolers in Georgia about to get paid while in school. That does not surprise me. That does not surprise me. I mean, you just heard Lexi's reaction to that, but yes, even because it's legal. Yeah, Missouri made it legal just recently. So,
like, if I want to buy a high schooler's jersey,
no.
How do you do that? How do you? I don't understand.
Getting paid through collectives and whatnot. Yeah, it's very interesting. We also we got some guys that we haven't seen. David Connor from Florida, Jeremiah McCrimmon, another guy that transferred, from the JUCO ranks, I believe. Zion really telling us that AB is not going anywhere. We don't need to worry about that again. His family is very close with Coach Prime. Are you high? Okay. I'm getting trolled by my own family members here. All right. Coach Jason Watkins. Let's go. Or not Coach Jason Watkins and the coach. But Jason Watkins, we got to do another show next week, man. We got to get this whole Colorado thing back on track. Whatever happens with Utah this week, win or lose, who cares? It's about to be recruiting season, baby. We're about to find, who's going to be our next O-line coach. That's hopefully worth a damn. And our offensive coordinator. Appreciate you. Y'all go subscribe to Jason. I love his stuff. All right. Scrolling through the comments here. Again, guys, I appreciate all the kind words. I love all you guys. The family members, the fellas, the haters, the trolls. I love our community. It's wonderful. You think Aaron Butler's staying? His tweet's been giving mixed signals. I'm not a Twitter sleuth, so don't ask me. But maybe I will go ahead and look into that later this weekend. Coach Cav, good to see ya. But if Zion's saying chill, then I'm just going to chill. You think Hankerson is jumping into the portal? That's interesting. That's interesting. Maybe, but I mean, he got the most work out of, all these backs, right? I guess him and Dylan Edwards were split pretty much 50-50. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. I mean, this is just a great birthday gift. They're trying to tell us, hey, this this program ain't going nowhere. They're dead in the water. It's dead before it's over. I mean, people just love to be reactionary. And we knew some good news was coming. We just needed some good news again. Some good news. I mean, we haven't had good news for this program, let's be real, in like a month. We've had a lot of drama going on with the coaching staff. We've had a lot of losses. We needed some good, I don't know, some good press, and we knew that was coming. We just didn't know when. And now it's going to start rolling again. The excitement is coming. All right. Let's see. Happy birthday, David. You are the Buff football historian. And yeah, I mean, maybe in 100 years or whatever, when they're making an HBO documentary, on this whole thing, they can find this sort of historical log and just use it, as a source. Yeah. Where's the pick of Coach Hayes? I need more super chats if I'm going to be going into the AI world like Chico. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to become a simulation just yet. Will I eventually, so I can continue to see how this whole thing goes? I mean, once Coach Prime's done coaching the Buffs, we need to keep this thing rolling with other, who coaches after that? Well, probably not Bucky. Anyways, I want to keep watching this whole Buffs thing. The big guys are coming. And that's right. Now I'm going to start preaching to you in the church of David Talks Buffs. All you need is the faith of a mustard seed for this shit to blow up, man. It's about to blow up. Let's go. All right, guys. Who is that? That's my wife. She's trolling me. Today. She's being super silly.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, gosh. Captain Dave. I love how that's a nickname that's like, come here, for me, but I never even asked for it. I think it's hilarious. But I'll take all the nicknames. But yeah, if you guys are in a mood to learn a little bit more about the history of this thing, go watch the 30 for 30, the gospel according to Mac. It's phenomenal. You'll learn a little bit about the tradition and like where we were, how awesome we were, and kind of how it all kind of fell apart. So great piece of CU history. But yeah, like we're just starting. It's time. It's time to get pumped. The big guys are on the way. And we need some big guys. We need some 320-pound guys. We need some 330. I look at Georgia's line. I look at Texas's line. I look at, OU's line. They got some guys on those lines that are just tanks. They are just tanks. And I can't wait till we start getting some of those guys. But regardless of the size, we need some dogs, man. We need some guys, whether they're 300 pounds, whether they're 315, whether 295 pounds, they can play with a demeanor that is just nasty. We need that Travis Hunter nastiness throughout this team where you're pushing guys into the cooler, where you're poking guys in the eyes if guys on the other team are being rude. We've only seen Shador do that. We've only seen Travis have some of that, that snapback, some of that chippiness. And that might not be, that might not be like PC or whatever, but I kind of like a little bit of that. 300 pounds, I can move. Kamron Mikell is just the beginning. Absolutely. People blow everything out of proportion. This is absolutely true. Oh man. Oh man. What a birthday gift. Throw those emojis in the chat. We got a South Park emoji, Jason Watkins. We got oh my god. We got a Peggy emoji. We got a Chip emoji, and we got Draft Day Prime emoji. And now you get access to exclusive posts on the community page. Gonna be wanting to hear from you guys quite a bit. So shout out to Jason Watkins for an amazing birthday gift. I love that. Again, guys, I got some great things coming with the channel. Yes, am I doing this show in the corner of my bedroom? Yes, but that does not mean I'm not reinvesting into this thing to make it better for y'all. Just wait. We got some great things coming for y'all soon and in the off season. There's going to be plenty of content, plenty of things for me to take y'all through the off season. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. This is going to be a 365 type thing. Thank you so much. That really does mean a lot. Prime will turn this around. He's just getting started. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Okay, I'm not going to go on too long of a speech or a tirade about this, but again, Prime had to hire and bring in, a whole new team, a whole new staff. You only got one cycle to pick all these guys out from. Not everything is just going to work. Now, did I think that we would have a better offense than what it turned out to be? Yes. But by no means is this thing still, not successful. This thing is absolutely a step in the right direction. We're moving, baby. We're moving. Prime's going to get the right hires. We're going to get better and better recruiting. Again, guys, remember, we had a top 30 high school class last year when he had like 2-3 weeks to do this thing, okay, with no NIL collective yet. We got an NIL collective, not the biggest, but it's at least something. Your expectations, fairly realistic ones, will be met, okay? Yes. Yes. I made those the other night, Jason. I hope you like them. But yeah, when you're a member, you get the cool emojis, you get exclusive posts, all this sorts of stuff. But it's just another way to support the channel. Appreciate you guys as always. And priority here on highlighting the live chats. Happy Thanksgiving, happy birthday, Big Tings, brother. Yes, I love Big Tings. I appreciate you as always. Let's be sure to link up next week when the season's over, regular season. Bodie, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Colorado Buffs is winning the national championship this year, 100. Well, or next year, 100. If you don't believe it, then come fight me. Well, I will want to believe. I don't know if I could bet my money on that though, but I love it. I love it. Maybe my faith in terms of that right now is, maybe more on the side of a mustard seed, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, and I might be there here in a month because I love drinking the black and gold Kool-Aid, baby. I need to get my gold sunglasses up here. But let's freaking do it. I mean, why can't we? We're going to be going through the easiest conference, right, in the Power Four. I mean, the Big 12 was bad this year, guys, outside of Oklahoma and Texas. Let's be real. I guess, Kansas State, they're going to be there. Not really sure what to expect from Oklahoma State. Utah, I mean, they are getting back their 35-year-old quarterback. So anything's possible. I think my opinion on the Big 12 will change quite a bit after we see the coaching changes in the portal. It's going to get interesting. Ooh, nice. My membership gets the horns down emoji. That's great. That's great. Hey, Jason Watkins, I got a question for you if you're still on. Do you got any analysts on the Oklahoma staff that can coach offensive line, man? We really need one. Now, I was looking at one of your assistant coaches as a possible offensive coordinator fit. Coached, where'd he coach? South Oak Cliff. Running backs, wide receivers, I can't remember. Maybe he's a co-offensive coordinator. But, man, we need that. Man, Bodie coming in here. Became another member of the fellas. My goodness, I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you. Again, the Church of David Talks Buffs, the doors are always wide open, whether you're a super fan, whether you're a realist, or even if you're a troll. If you want to continue to support this and you're still entertained by my shenanigans, everybody's welcome. Let's be a bit realistic. Win a conference title, then you can talk about natties. It's all about the stages. I thought we might have skipped a couple stages, but really, kind of right now, it's very clear we're in the lose by single digits for the most part type of stage right now. So we're losing by a little bit, couple blowouts, but next year I think we'll see this team win some more of these close games, and heck, maybe even blow some teams out. That would be wonderful. But at the end of the day, I think we'll start this next stage will be winning small. Then when you start winning small, then you start winning bigger, and then you start dominating. We got to go through the stages. We kind of just missed the first stage, which was suck really, 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 really bad. Jed Fish 1-11 year. Okay. If this program didn't change anything, we probably would have had a winless year or another 1-win season this year, bringing in a new coach. So that's just how it is. Tremaine Young, appreciate you. Drop those emojis in the chat, baby. Let's get the Peggy emojis going. Thank you so much. I'm thrilled. Y'all be looking out for a wonderful post from me tomorrow morning. It's going to be great here in the YouTube deal. Look at this. Chip, the South Park emoji. Isn't that awesome? Who else has a South Park emoji that has a channel with college football? Maybe we're starting a new trend here. I love it. Now, the more members I get, the more emojis I'll be able to create. YouTube puts a little bit of a hindrance on me. I can't go and create 20 off the bat. Start with 4. We'll see where this goes. But this is all about just having fun. Appreciate you guys. But see, this is common sense right here. Coach Prime, he knows what he's doing, guys. Some people in the media are treating this man like he's me. Okay? Like he's me. Like if I took over this football team last year, y'all are treating Coach Prime like that. Now, has he made some blunders in the game management aspect of things? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we might have had 2 more wins if we just got a little bit better game management. But who cares about that? This is all about the future now. He's going to learn from that. He's been around football his whole life, and he's one of the best, if not the best football player we've seen play in our lifetimes. All right, y'all? He knows what he's doing. Let's go. Tremaine in the house. I love it, man. Aren't these things so cool? So, yeah, and I guess the other thing, I know I might open up a can of worms with this, but the whole daddy ball thing, I just think it's funny, man. No one was complaining about daddy ball Prime's last 2 years with Shador playing quarterback and throwing a bunch of touchdowns, right? I guess it's only when they're, losing games, I guess, is when they're going to criticize it. At the end of the day, when you got coaches' sons on the team, hey, man, every single level of this, whether it's from Little League to, through college, can't remember it on a professional level. Well, I guess Doc Rivers, played Austin Rivers quite a bit. It's going to happen, guys. But these guys are some of our best players. I just think the whole daddy ball narrative is hilarious. But at the end of the day, I'm a fan of this because outside of the wins, which was most important to me this year, obviously, it is to every fan, the second most important thing to me is just seeing Shador break records. He's got 1 record left to break. He needs to throw 2 passing touchdowns this next week to break Sefo Lufau's single-season passing touchdown record. He already leads for total touchdowns in the year. but he needs 2 more, I believe, to break that record. Call that stat padding. Yes, I want Shedeur to lead or to have every single school record, single season and career-wise before he leaves CU. That's important to me as a fan. I'm just going to say it. And if you got issues with it, you haven't watched this team play football for the last 20 years. I love CC. I love you. Thank you for becoming a member of the fellas. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot. I love Big Tank. Hopefully he improves. Man, I was hoping that we were going to see some more, positive plays from Big Tank this year. I told Chico, he's like, who do you want to nominate for Offensive Lineman of the Year? I said, man, I can't do that, man. Even though I want to blame Bill Boyle, man, I can't do it. Just give it to Tyler Brown. At least he put out some good footage on Well Off. Or David Connor. I think that's what I said. Get those likes up. And that's right. We know Coach is 10 steps ahead. Again, guys, you guys treat Coach Prime or you look at this through a lens like if I was running this team. Okay? Now, when you come to this channel, I'm definitely going to give you an opinion on how I would run this team. But, it's just so funny, man. All the reaction is just so funny. Yes, and without Shedeur, we are 0-11 at this point. You are absolutely right. He's our MVP. He is absolutely our MVP. The daddy ball is just ridiculous. Better daddy ball than the Dan Hawkins and Cody Hawkins daddy ball. It's very true. It's very true. Is Shedeur going to play? Yeah, I think so. I think he's going to play. No, he's going to play on Saturday. Yeah. But he'll play in the NFL, obviously. Not this year, but following year. He has the body and size to be great. We'll see that next season. Yes, it might just take that. I mean, what is this going to be? Tank's 5th or 6th offensive line coach? Hopefully, we finally got it right. Okay, maybe we bring Coach Cat back from Michigan State. That's my hope. Maybe we poach, the coach over at Oregon State because they're bound for the Mountain West, even though they don't want to be labeled as a Mountain West school. We know Jonathan Smith's off to MSU. I don't know. Let's get one of the, either one of those guys, but we got to bring up our budget to paying those guys like $1 million plus. If we're getting a $15 million scoreboard, we better have money for the coaching staff, more money for the coaching staff, because that needs to be a priority, I feel like, over, don't get me wrong. That replay screen was bad. Okay, guys, it was really bad. Right, Camron different. He needs to be a 5-star. He's a 5-star with my ranking system. Same with Aaron Butler. Skip Bayless Jr. in the chat. I gotta say, man, you are the first Skip Bayless. I don't know, man. I've just never seen anyone model the game after Skip Bayless. You're the first one, whether it's parody, whether it's like a troll parody, or whether you're a Skip Bayless fan. It's the first one I've ever seen. Props to you. I disagree with you, but props to you. Run up those memberships. Hey, guys, hopefully you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hopefully your family got that darn turkey right? Because a lot of people don't admit this, but usually turkey is closer to what we see on Christmas Vacation than like how we always envision it, right? Hopefully your family got that turkey right this year, or you went barbecue. Because I didn't cook today. I didn't do the barbecue stuff. It's what I normally do. But the turkey at my friend's house today, Jonathan, it was on point. Thank you. It's the best turkey I've had in a long time. Oh, yeah. Demand above, our first channel member here in the house saying, Jason, you got a channel, bro? That avatar is fire. Yeah, Jason's great. He was actually the first other content creator to reach out to me when I started this channel, just encouraging me to keep going. And it really means a lot. I've been on his show a handful of times this season. OU guy, but he covers all Big 12 stuff, all college football stuff. His co-host on his weekly show is a big-time Notre Dame fan, so that adds a hilarious dynamic. And they have a lot of guests on their show. It's really great. Highly recommend it. And Jason, yeah, I love talking with Jason, man. We've done some shows here together too. Yes, handle CFB pod. Can you imagine if Dylan Edwards puts on 20 more pounds of muscle? Unstoppable. Yes, that might take a couple of years. I just watched yesterday that whole documentary on Balco and Victor Conti and the steroid stuff with Barry Bonds and the Olympic athletes, all that. Um, baseball just needs steroids back. Kind of made me sad, man. I loved all those guys. Now I don't watch baseball anymore. I was hoping to see Charlie in action, but guess not. Yeah, I hope Charlie, man, if you're watching this, you don't take offense to this, but Charlie's kind of like our Rudy, man. He's kind of like our Rudy, probably a little bit more talented than Rudy. Let's be real, a lot more talented. But it would have been nice to see him get on the field. Maybe we'll see him get on the field next week. That's just what it is. But some people said, "Well, will Charlie get a scholarship on this team?" It's like, guys, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but there's no way in heck, man. There's just no way in heck. He might be one of those transfer guys, but of course, even though Coach Prime didn't get him on the field, he did get him that NIL deal with the almonds commercial. I mean, isn't that cool? Coach Prime making sure everybody's fed from walk on to scholarship player to daddy ball, right? Hey, Jason, all I'm gonna say is, man, if OU were to ever hire Coach Prime, man, you probably lap me in a month, man. That's how it goes, man. This whole thing has been a crazy wave to ride. So, yeah, guys, we need steroids back in baseball. Again, none of this really makes sense to me. Why George Bush, the presidency, Congress got involved in all this stuff on just witch hunting our baseball, our baseball heroes, man. Why was the IRS really the one starting this whole thing out? The IRS sucks. The government sucks. The government ruined baseball. Why Congress got to get involved? Why are we punishing players when they weren't even testing for steroids? It is what it is. But now I got a binder of like 2,000 baseball cards with all of my favorite players, with Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, all these guys, Roger Clemens, Andy Pettit, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're not worth anything anymore. The IRS, the government, baseball, man, y'all kill my childhood. All right. And with that being said, yeah, I like my baseball on the juice. Yeah, I do too. I do too. It's wonderful. Okay. I'm going to answer this last question, then I'm going to get going. Y'all go back to your, with your annoying uncle after this. Okay. David, do you think the Cam commitment will influence more recruits to come commit? Yes, because we're getting that positive mojo, baby. We're getting that, we're getting all that buzz again, all that hype. We're gonna go through peaks and valleys of this thing, but again, Coach Prime knows what he's doing. Some people, man, that wanted to call victory and defeat already. Again, like I said, man, y'all treating Coach Prime, y'all are treating this program like I am running it. I'm not running it. We got Coach Prime, Deion Sanders running this thing, man. He's 10 steps ahead. This man's super calculated with everything that he does. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate you as always. I'm going to get out of here again. Thank you so much for all the birthday love. Again, be thankful today. Be thankful, even if you're a fan of another team, man. If you guys didn't have the year that you wanted, hey, at least we can come on here and talk about it and enjoy it still and we got a football team that at least has a pulse, right? Unless you're Connor Johnson, everybody in here should be happy because, our football team's got a future. But sorry about the Beavs, man. Sorry about the Beavs. It is what it is. Y'all have a great show. I'll be back. Man, you guys are cracking me up. No, you guys are just hilarious, man. I rarely talk about baseball on here, but it is what it is. Coach just be watching YouTube lives about it. You guys are crazy. You guys are savage. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think I might be doing a preview show on the Utah matchup with Chico tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. But until next time, everybody, stay safe. Have a great night, and go Buffs.